quote from the book on bundling across generations. Bundling across product generations is especially important for project-driven businesses. The supplier agrees to concessions for the current project on the basis of binding or non-binding promises for the subsequent generation. Apparently, this is a project. A packaging company making the lids for a yogurt like this one is treating every order as a project. Every time they win a contract with a known or other type of customer, they are tendering the required material out to their suppliers. In this video, we will talk about how important it is not to make you look smaller than you are. Let's get started. The case of the packaging company is not that unusual. Procurement at a lot of companies across all kinds of industries works project to project. The reasons for this vary. It may be the owner of the project who does not fully trust procurement and wants to ensure that they get the very best price from suppliers. Or it may be procurement that only feels comfortable offering actual business to suppliers. Or something in between. But in practice, you can always estimate the future business at least for a certain period of time, like a calendar year. In the case of the packaging company, different dairy customers will have slightly different products with slightly different packaging requirements. And there will be seasonality. Some products will sell better in winter, other products will sell better in summer. And yes, there are certain products that go out of fashion and entirely new products coming up. But in the grand scheme of things, you will be able to anticipate how much you need of which type of material. And if you want to be on the safe side, just establish a base load. Say 80% of what you consumed last year. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that suppliers will grant more favorable conditions if they see an annual volume or 80% of an annual volume instead of just one out of hundreds of projects. On the opposite end of the spectrum, we have true project businesses. So companies that make just a couple of products for one customer and then there is a pause, and after a while they may make a variant of the product for a different customer. But even in these cases, bundling across generations makes sense, as we illustrate in the book with the engines for armored personnel carriers. And if we widen the scope a bit, a project-by-project focus has also contributed to the semiconductor crisis. If you're a car maker and you only look at the current vehicle project, you may take whatever is cheapest and most convenient right now. This prevents you from listening to the semiconductor vendors who may give you advice on which generation of their products to prioritize. In general, my observation is that the more of a holistic perspective companies take, the better they get through the current IC shortage. In the book, we just focus on the cost savings aspect of this holistic perspective. But as we have discussed here, benefits can go far beyond just cost. So there you have it, D2 bundling across generations, a purchasing chessboard method that sounds straightforward, but is neglected too often. Okay, I'm curious, are you sure that you are bundling across generations in the appropriate way? Let all of us know in the comments down below. And should you have a question, I promise to get back to you within 24 hours. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye.